You're listening to
The Audacity.
Welcome to The Audacity, first ever episode.
Yes, this is two girls reacting to the internet.
We're two comedians. I'm your host, Karen Margolis.
And I'm Amanda Gale.
And speaking of the internet...
Wow, the internet. Everyone's verified on the internet.
Okay, it is a pandemic. It is a literal genocide of coolness that's happening right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was really funny because, like, it used to be, like, being verified was the coolest thing. It was, like, an accomplishment, right? Like, you know, these, like, Instagram accomplishments.
It was an aspiration.
Yeah, and now it's, like, loser behavior. It's like, oh, okay, cool, you have $14.99 to prove you're cool. Like,
okay, wait. Show the clip.
Bitches is really out here paying $14.99 a month for a verification badge on motherfucking Instagram. Bitch, didn't nobody know you before and nobody's gonna motherfucking know you now. Y'all bitches are not motherfucking superstars. Y'all regular ass bitches just like me. The fuck y'all paying for that shit for? Get the fuck out of here. Earn that shit like a famous bitch does. Yeah, earn that shit, bitch.
Bro. Yes, amen. Listen, it used to be so cool to be a verified person online.
I know.
And now it's gross. And it's uncool, and you're a loser for having a verified check mark.
Yeah, I saw a second grade teacher. My friend's a second grade teacher verified. And I'm like, wow, that's the problem with being a teacher. They don't have enough verification. I'm like, I thought they needed more money. Like, how do they have $14.99 a month to be verified? You know, it's like, oh, good. I'm glad my kid is being taught by a verified teacher. Like,
I only want my child being taught by verified teachers.
Yes.
If you're an unverified loser, get the fuck away from my kid.
I know. You obviously don't care about your social media presence. So
I think, listen, the blue check mark used to be cool.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, okay, and Elon Musk are creating an entire internet of losers.
Well, misery loves company, of course. So
it used to be elite. Remember,
yeah.
blue check mark meant you were 1% elite. You accomplished something in your life.
Right.
Okay. And now the nerds have taken over and they have to bring everyone down to nerd level of not being cool. If they weren't billionaires, they would not have a blue check mark.
No, they wouldn't. That's really funny. If Mark Zuckerberg was a normal guy on the internet, would he be an influencer? No.
Literally no.
No. He'd have nothing. He'd be like jerking off to influencers and saying how fat and ugly they are. That's
he'd be
what
wearing cargo shorts and he'd be hard for no reason. This is a test episode of How Do My Boobs Look?
Oh, it looks great.
Thank you so much.
Is that a Shein top?
Yeah, it's a Shein top.
Okay, you got to send me the link.
Let's get into this.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched the Brooke Shields documentary, Shocking?
I obviously watched it. And I don't know. It's just so crazy to me, the dynamic between her mother and she.
You were exploiting Brooke, that she's too young. So how do you deal with the whole range of thinking that Brooke Shields is the first of a whole bunch of baby models who are selling things through their sexuality and they're only 10, 12, 11 years old? Mm-hmm. How do you defend that?
Well, first of all, I really don't feel I should defend it.
Well, if someone attacks you or is criticizing
criticized,
you, that's what I mean.
Because I hope to continue on with Brooke, and she feels willing also. I just think it has to be channeled in the right way. I think the exploitations, so to speak.
Look at her face.
That we all have read and heard about or talk about. I think people get off on a young girl looking more mature.
Ooh, they sure do. They sure do.
One particular reason, and I think that reason is that not only can they see total innocence, which is definitely there.
Jesus Christ.
And two, they have the sexy child too. They have a sexy person. That appeals to them.
It's true.
It's a forbidden fruit.
Yes, and yet it's all wrapped up in one, and that is really appetizing.
Ooh,
appetizing!
Ew, with your little girl? That's so gross. If
Baby
my mom,
girl.
Oh my God, if your mom ever called you appetizing, what would you say?
She never. She was meaner to me.
You'd be happy for her to say appetizing.
I wish. She was like, why do you look like that?
Well, I read this article that, because I was like, watch this documentary and I'm going down the rabbit hole, that Brooke Shields' mom, Brooke Shields says that her mom never dated after she divorced her father because she was in love with her. And
Brooke said that.
Brooke said that. She's like, I think my mom never dated or got married after she divorced my dad because she was in love with her, or she was in love with me. That's what she said. And it's just like this codependent, crazy relationship.
Brooke Shields' mom was in love with Brooke Shields' mom.
Yeah.
Brooke Shields' mom was an alcoholic who had this gorgeous child. There was never
that,
a hotter child.
I know, and see, that's the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is how pretty this little girl is, but nobody can say it. You can't say it if you're over 10, you know?
She was, when she was 9, she was a 10. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was the elephant in the room, how pretty this little girl was.
It's weird. She was obsessed with her. She was obsessed with herself.
Yeah.
She saw Brooke as a do-over because she was a divorced single mom, alcoholic, okay?
Right.
She had this beautiful baby. She started getting Brooke out there when she was a baby.
A baby. And I read another article that she said Brooke has been sensual ever since she was a baby.
Sensual.
Ew, mommy, don't
Honey,
say that.
she's projecting. But this is a woman who needed to get laid.
And she's like, no one's hotter than my little daughter.
And
it's
to
kinda
be
gross.
fair, her kid was so hot.
She was so hot.
That's the uncomfortable truth. Brooke Shields now is an attractive older
Very
lady,
pretty.
very pretty. But Brooke Shields, a child, I've never seen a prettier person
Very beautiful child.
in my entire life.
Yeah, and she fair. Put her in commercials. Commercials where you're like clothed and not like Pretty Baby, which was her playing 11-year-old prostitute, you know?
Her first kiss was at 11
With a 29-year-old.
on screen.
Oh, it's so cringy.
He took her aside because she kept flinching.
Yeah.
When he went in to kiss her because he was an adult man with a
Right.
beard. You know how as an adult you flinch from a beard?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, this hurts.
Yeah.
She was flinching and he took her aside and he said, listen, this is not real. This doesn't count as your first kiss, okay? This is just make believe. We're pretending to kiss. So it doesn't even count.
And we're pretending this is not pedophile. This is not pedophilia. We're just pretending this is not illegal.
No one is hard.
Yeah.
So relax.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I just feel like they groomed her for this.
Yep.
Like her mom would take her to these artsy movies.
Artsy
Where
movies.
there'd be like, you know, boobs and naked people.
But artsy movies is porn.
yeah.
Artsy movies
tasteful
is-
porn. That's what, you know.
Okay, but
But
a kid.
a kid should not be going to artsy movies.
I mean, now everybody is upset about kids watching drag shows, which, like, whatever, however
Yeah.
you fall in that spectrum, people are like, it's sexual.
Yeah.
It is sexual, but it's like fake sexual,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But the artsy movies, that was like sex in
It was-
movies.
oh yeah, it was blatant like nudity.
It was like penis.
Yeah, but I do think it's interesting how, because at the end of the documentary, not to spoil it for our listeners, but-
Spoiler alert, though.
Spoiler alert. Okay, come back in 10 minutes. But she had said at the end of the movie, she said she was defending the movie, Pretty Baby. She was saying that it was a movie about a real life event, and she said only Americans had a problem with the movie.
Brooke
The
Shields said
French-
that.
Yeah, Brooke Shields said
Yeah.
that. She said the French did not have a problem with the movie, and that's just, you know, our opinions about sexuality is so different than France.
Well, we're not. We're such a horny nation, and we're
prude.
and we're not okay with sex.
We're not okay with sex. We're
Yeah.
very triggered. Gun violence, okay, but sex, no.
But we're horny.
yeah,
We have a sex thing.
yeah.
Americans,
A hang up.
when I used to teach English as a second language to adults from all over the world, their thing was like they don't really fuck. Like they don't like hook up like Americans. And then they came here and American girls are like sexual.
Oh wow, interesting.
But we're not cool with sex.
See, I always grew up being very confused about sex. Very confused about should I be sexy? Should I be prude? You know, I think there's like mixed messages, and yeah, I also think Americans are really different when it comes to infidelity. Like I don't know if you know her, Esther Perel, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so she said that Americans are really, they take infidelity very personal.
Right.
And the French, America's the only country, she said, that takes infidelity very personal and soul crushing.
And we divorce from
And we
it.
divorce from it and we take it so personally and like our dreams are dead. But people in other countries are not as offended. They're like, oh, of course my husband is a lover. You know, it's like so normal.
We,
You know?
because for us, sex is like it's bad. For Americans, sex equals bad, right?
yeah.
But we also fuck a lot.
Well, we also, I would be interested to see if we have more fetishes than other countries.
I'm going to say, as someone who dated a very fetishy person, and my stage act is so much about this person that I had like aggressive anal sex with, but over in Europe, they are so kinky. Here's the thing, America's one giant closet. And we're all in it. You're allowed to be sexy. You're not allowed to have sex. Remember Jessica Simpson? How she was so hot. Remember Britney Spears? She was a sexy child. We love a sexy.
Even like Taylor Swift is like.
But we love to sexualize the young.
Yeah.
And then make you bad when you find that attractive.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think over there, they're okay with sex. They're so okay with sex. It's for them, it's a part of life. And for us, it's a wrong.
It's only for procreation.
Because we're low-key religious. That's what's ironic also. When if you go to Europe, if you go to France or Italy or whatever, they're a Catholic country. And yet, they kind of take sex on the chin. They're like, yeah, it's like part of life. It's kind of part of relationships that you're going to fuck around, right? We're Puritans.
Yeah, we are definitely Puritans.
So for us, it's not okay.
Yeah.
For us, it's like life-ruining. Mm-hmm. So then they had this kid who is, I mean, I've never seen, to this day, when I watch a documentary, I know Brooke Shields from just being around because she was before my time. So I never saw her like the hot kid.
Yeah.
And she was gorgeous.
Yeah, she was very attractive. But I mean, I think I don't know if you should call, I don't know, like cute. You say pretty
guys,
cute.
so,
Right?
sorry, I was trying to chime in. So basically,
This is our producer, Andrew, who's
Hello.
chiming in now.
Hi, guys. So basically, I mean, the movie was about a 12-year-old prostitute. So just that alone, I feel like nowadays would have trouble being.
Well, the movie would
made.
never get made. The movie now would never get made.
And it's a weird thing also that the mom was saying that like it's a forbidden fruit. Like all these guys want my daughter, but they can't have her. But we're like,
But she's
dangling
right.
in front of.
But she's
Yeah.
right. She has a point. Here's the thing. She was not wrong.
Well, yeah,
Everybody wanted to have sex with her daughter and they couldn't. And Brooke Shields' thing was, I don't date. Remember, she did all these interviews. She goes, I don't date.
Yeah.
Okay, she was like, it's all the same thing. Jessica Simpson did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm hot. I'm a tits out girl,
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
date. She was a virgin before marriage, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we're not cool with it. Like, for me personally, it's not that I'm okay being cheated on, okay?
Yeah.
But I have a rule. Don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
If you're going to fuck around, don't let me know. Don't bring it home to me.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Don't let it be someone I know
Mm-hmm.
or someone that I'm going to see around, okay? No other comics. Don't fuck a fan. Don't make it weird for me.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. Why would
I know. So it's basically like,
he
please,
lost like every rule?
please don't. Yeah. But if you're going to do it, it's like, I said that to my boyfriend. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, oh yeah, but like if you did, like, you know, it might happen. He was like, it won't. Like, I'm not that guy. And I was like, oh.
Like, don't fuck a fan.
Okay.
Don't fuck a girl. Don't fuck a girl.
Don't, if you have to get your dick sucked by some man.
Yes. Or an old woman, an 80-year-old woman, that's fine. That's the rules.
That would be okay. But honestly, I think a lot of infidelity and a lot of fucking around is people just not getting their dick sucked enough.
And see,
at home.
Yeah, I think a lot of infidelity is people not being happy with their lives.
Yep.
I think it's a misconception that people cheat because they're not happy in their relationship. I think it's because you're bored. I think aging affects men and women. So it's like, do I still got it? You have like this cool young, or I'm assuming it's young, but whatever. It's a fling. It's exciting. It's new.
I'm assuming they're hot. I'm assuming they're not
I'm
gross.
assuming it's like the typical story. But I think a lot of infidelity is people just being bored.
Yeah, or not happy with their career.
Or happy with their life, yeah.
I know people who are married and went through a rough spot, and the rough spot happened to coincide with they're not happy with their career. Our friends are here.
Hi.
What's up? Shout out Brendan Sagalow. But if you're not happy with your career, you're not going to be fucking your husband good or your wife good at home.
Especially if you're a man. I feel like men really identify with their career progression. So,
but if you're a career woman also and you're not happy, you like, I don't think it's a coincidence that you might be unhappy and out of love with your husband at that time.
yeah. I think for women, it's probably more of attention. Like, I can see, like, you're in a marriage, like, you don't
And
get told
excitement.
it's excitement.
Yeah.
You're not told how pretty you are as much anymore. The courting phase is done. But then you, like, meet some guy and he's like, wow, you're so beautiful. I could see how a woman would be like, I want this forever. Can I bottle this? And just, I love my husband. He's so great. But
Men
what
cheat
this?
because they're not getting their dick sucked at home enough. And
Yeah.
women cheat because they're not being told that they're pretty. It's so simple, but people get lazy in relationships.
Yeah,
I've been
it's
there
hard.
too.
It's hard. Yeah.
I've been there where I was in a relationship and I wanted him to go fuck. I was like, please
give me the night off. Please.
Someone take this man.
Yeah.
And do something with him because I'm tired. And he had a lot of time on his hands and I didn't. And I was like, please someone handle this guy for me. And I said, please don't disrespect me. And he did. And I was like, okay, I can get over it.
Yeah.
And it happened a lot because it was in my 20s. Okay.
Right.
But that was my rule. It was like, if you're going to fuck, don't disrespect me. Okay. I get it. Listen, I had to grow into being okay with sex.
Yeah.
I didn't start out that way. I started out confused. It's the American way.
Yeah. I was also confused about my sexuality and sex, but I don't know. I feel like girls on TikTok are not. I just see these girls on TikTok that are like, woo, you know, they're just they look they're 15. They look older, you know?
They look older. Well, girls look older now at 15 than we did when we were 15. When I was 15, I looked 11. I looked like I should be like, well, I didn't look like Brooke Shields, but you could put me in a movie and it would be really uncomfortable. Because I was like a little child with a back brace.
Right. You could do like a Gerber baby commercial.
I wasn't okay.
You were 10. That's so funny. Yeah, like who's that girl? That's Alix Earle. You ever see Alix Earle on the internet?
Alix Earle is an internet icon.
Yes. She's like the new it girl. And, you know, she kind of blew up.
She blew up out of I feel like she was like a pandemic celebrity because we were all at home. And she's this like privileged, gorgeous, rich girl.
Yeah.
And she just blew up just being like, whatever. Like, get ready with me. Watch me cover my pimples. And people are like, we love you.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
That's okay.
That's okay. We'll let you know when we need that.
It's just a fumble. That's okay.
Well, the thing about Alix Earle because everyone's like, how did this girl blow up? I mean, is she the first hot rich girl on TikTok? No. She has acne. That's a fun fact about Alix Earle. She's on Accutane. She suffers from depression.
Yep.
And she deals with fuckboys like all of us. And her room's a mess.
And she's disgusting.
She's disgusting.
Okay, we're burying the lead. Alix Earle is disgusting.
Yes.
Could play Alix Earle. Play the disgusting.
Play the clip.
We'll get it. No, it's not that one. We're going to talk about that next. It's the one.
Mess.
It's the mess. Andrew. We're team building right now.
This is our first episode. We'll edit this out, hopefully.
Or will we?
No, yeah, edit this out.
Okay, this is Alix showing. If you're listening to this is her showing her friend her bedroom. Is there audio on this? Yeah, he.
Oh my God! All the.
I have nowhere to put it.
It's her room. It's covered in shit.
This is like the furthest I can go.
He won't go into the room.
He cannot go into the room physically.
Upset and scared. Like I don't even want to like step on anything.
Yeah, the friend is not okay.
There are children in Africa with no clothes.
There's children in China making those clothes.
And she's just like, whatever, okay, millions.
Whatever.
Thanks, brand that sent me this for free.
She is a disgusting thought. It
She's
is
so-
so charming how gross she is, but she's gross. Listen, this used to be, she is a slob. This used to be how, you know, the poor people in France saw the royalty before they beheaded them. This is why there were revolutions.
Yes, there's going to be a revolution of TikTok stars on the guillotine. You know, we keep seeing this.
To overthrow because
Yeah.
she's gross. But that's how she got famous.
That's because she's relatable.
You can't
That's
be.
actually really bad. Wait, Alex, it's so bad.
It's so bad. And there's like rotting piles of food.
Yeah, that's what the clip didn't show. There's other clips of her. I saw a clip of her. I say clip. I'm so old. I saw a TikTok of hers where she's on this brand trip. And she did room service the night before, and the food was still like in her bed.
I love her.
I am like, oh my God, girl. I think that's vile. I'm sorry. I mean, I can have a messy room, but like food overnight, girl.
Yes,
get
but
it together.
I'm not also from wealth. The hotter and more privileged you are, the more acne and rotting food in your room you have to be relatable on TikTok.
And I guess that's how she's blowing up. You can't, if you're like she's gorgeous.
She's
and-
undeniably stunning.
Yeah, and she's good at her get ready with me, I guess. She's like talented at that. She's wealthy. And I guess, yeah, you have to have rotting food in your room. So people are like, she's just like me.
She deals with fuckboys.
Yes, she does deal with fuckboys.
Well, she was just curved by some dude
Yeah.
that she was dating. Okay, so I like to break down people's facial expressions to see if they're gonna last in a relationship.
Yeah.
So you have to watch this video. This is her. She posts them all the time, and this is her in like a stunning ball gown, okay?
Yeah.
Looking like a 10.
She's beautiful.
I mean, imagine fumbling Alix Earle. Like, she is an absolute 10. And then look at his expression watching her dance.
All right, let's watch.
All right, do your best, Andrew.
So this is Alix Earle with her ex-boyfriend, Tyler Wade.
They're all dressed up going out somewhere. She's like peacocking. He's looking at her.
He's uncomfortable.
He's uncomfortable.
He was a Yankee. That should also be.
Was he? He's an athlete.
He was on the Yankees or something, or like starting. I don't know. Look that,
We don't even know.
Yeah, look that up if you guys.
Andrew,
Jamie,
we need you.
Andrew. Okay, I'm not listening to Joe Rogan too much. Okay, I'm saying Jamie. Anyway, but yeah, that was her ex, and the reason they broke up is because he would not post about her on social media. What do you think about that, Karen?
Okay, first of all, you look at his face. He's uncomfortable.
Yeah, okay.
That's the look of someone who goes, I'm dating an absolute star. Some men, especially successful men, who, okay, I'll get into my story, but successful men sometimes want a girl that's hot but doesn't outshine them.
Yeah.
She shines really bright. You can be the hottest man and you're not as hot as the hottest woman.
Right.
Women just-
are hotter than men.
Women are hotter than
That's
men.
true. That's
right,
true.
guys?
You heard it here.
Come on, you heard it here and you saw the boobs.
Right. So then do you think that he didn't, like, why wouldn't you want, because, like we just said, they broke up because he would not put her on his social media. He would not put her on the grid. He didn't do the hard post. So she broke up with him because he never did the hard post. What do you think about that? Why wouldn't you want Alix Earle? Why wouldn't you want that? That'd be every guy's dream.
Insecure. When you look at his face in that thing, that's a guy who is
Where is he cheating?
insecure, but hard.
Well, that usually goes together, I guess. I don't know. Actually, not in my experience. But or is he cheating? That's what I would think. You're cheating.
Or does he want cheating option?
Yeah, well, if you date someone, they're not doing the hard post.
Right.
Does being official matter nowadays?
We'll get into that. Okay, so
Yeah, we'll get into it. And
thank
yeah,
you.
being official matters.
Yeah, so if you dated a guy that did not do the hard post, what would you?
All right, so I'm dating a guy now who we agreed from the outset. We said we're not hard posting our relationship. We do other stuff professionally and we can post that.
Right.
So if we're doing a show together or whatever, that's professional stuff.
Yeah.
But we both agreed because we've done it before where we posted with a boyfriend. I've done it like so many times. That's why my Instagram has no boyfriends on it because I had to archive everything.
Yeah.
Because then people know when you broke up and they know your
I know.
heart.
It's the new. Remember the Facebook statuses, and if you guys like undid it, there was like on the news feed like Amanda isn't single, and you're like, what? This is so. Why are you doing this, Mark Zuckerberg?
Like, what happened? Remember, it's complicated.
It's complicated. Oh,
Is it ever simple?
It's ever simple. That's true. But I would see if you never posted about me, I would be suspicious. But if I'm dating a content creator,
You're my best friend.
Yeah.
And if you never posted about me, my feelings would be hurt.
yeah.
Because I'd be like, are you cheating on me with other friends?
Yeah, or you're not proud of me. Instagram is a brag. I mean, it's everyone just bragging about their dumb shit.
Also, know your room. If you're dating an influencer and her whole thing is being on
important
social
to her.
media,
It's important to her.
and you don't post about her, you're you're delusional.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a self-sabotager because that's going to ruin the relationship.
We're assuming that he was obsessed with her and just like, he was actually obsessed with her and just like was so nervous. I don't think that guy goes through, I like a girl, I'm just so nervous. I don't think he was that. I don't know if he was cheating. That's what I think.
He gives me only child energy.
Okay.
He gives me, I was raised alone and I don't know that other people exist in the world
Right.
energy.
Okay.
It's
okay.
psychotic.
It's okay. I'm a fuckboy and I'm an athlete and I'm in my 20s and I get hit up by a lot of girls that are just as hot as you, even hotter, if you can believe it. And I want options and I don't want.
He knows a lot of Alix Earles.
That's it. When you're dating at that level, you're just another Alix Earle, right?
And you know what? He might be a professional athlete, but no one. I don't know who this guy is. The only reason I know who this guy is because of her.
Do you guys know? Can you guys look that up? Can we look it up or no? Is
Yeah.
that
What are
weird?
we looking up?
What is he? Is he a Yankee?
Yeah, I don't know. What's Tyler Wade?
He was a former Yankee, but
Okay, so that's a
nothing
big deal.
special. But
Yeah,
Nothing special?
I mean,
What do you think about Alix Earle? She's hottie, right?
Is she not a like 11 out of 10?
she is absolutely stunning. I'm
Yeah.
saying he's not like a superstar. He's an MLB athlete, but I'm saying he's
That's
not
like a
he's
big
not like
deal.
Is he a minor league? Is it? Well, no, not minor. I mean,
No,
is he
it's
like starting? What is it? Like a starting?
I mean, look, his average right now in 2023, he's batting 77.
and with Alix Earle, 0. So,
Only 77, 13 at bats. It's pretty sad.
but that's it.
So, but look, their clout is uneven.
That's right.
Their clout's uneven. He could listen. He might be like whatever hot shit in baseball, but nobody fucking cares on TikTok.
Right.
Okay. They care about Alix Earle on TikTok. So when she's posting him,
Yeah.
I've been in a lopsided clout relationship where the
Yeah.
person I was dating was more successful than me on social media and in life, and that person to be fair to him, he did post me once in a while, and I thought that
Thank you so much.
and I thought it was appropriate because you have to put out there I'm taken.
Yes, it's
But when you have an uneven clout relationship and you're posting, there's a favor element to it too.
Yeah.
It's a gray area, right? Because
so
if
you're
he
saying
were like
by clout. Wait, hold on. By clout, you're saying he has more followers than you.
he had more followers who
Okay.
really gave a shit about him.
Okay, so it's like I can't waste. Not waste is a very insensitive term, but like
you fucking bitch.
my content can't be me, my girlfriend. Like my content is.
And this is someone who posted a lot of his personal life too. So he did listen. I was on there sometimes. If he'd never posted me, that would have been a problem in the relationship,
Right.
especially because he gets a lot of girls.
And also, when you have that much clout on Instagram, it's how you make money. So like every post has to be thoughtful. You can't just be like, oh, I guess I'll just like post my boyfriend on a Tuesday. It's like, all right, like what's the engagement? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a whole process.
But
So
let's be honest, it's the conversation.
That's
like,
right, yeah.
The same way that you would talk to your boyfriend about like how he should act when he runs into his ex, or
Yeah.
what's the etiquette when we're out with friends, or if we're at a bar, or if some girl's talking to you. The internet's part of the dating conversation too.
it's the internet's here to stay, and it's a part of our world. And to be like, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Your behavior on the internet matters, and it hurts. Like liking a girl's post, liking an Instagram model's post, following an Instagram model. Like, oh, this stuff doesn't matter. It speaks to people's. How do I say this? It's like the actions does mean something.
Of course, and it hurt her feel. She was like, "I didn't."
See, that's a big thing. It
She
hurt
goes,
her
"I didn't like
feelings."
how it felt for me."
Yeah.
Will you play the clip?
Yeah.
This is my favorite part: is the waiting and watching my boobs. Alix, it's the Alix Earle breakup clip.
It's the breakup clip.
Come on, babes. They're conversing about it.
Oh, didn't we say it? We saw it already? No.
No, not this one. It's the breakup. She's talking about the breakup. It's another one.
She took to the internet and she did a public service announcement. It was
She did a
big deal.
PSA.
PSA.
For fuck's sake.
All right, we can
It's number 7.
but I think the big while we're waiting though.
Sean Gardini, shout out.
Oh,
in the
while we're
studio.
waiting, I'll say this. The point is it mattered to her.
It mattered to her and it made her feel bad. And the point is also that she brought it up.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah. And what was his he's just like, the baseball, chicken. I don't know.
Who fucking
He
cares
doesn't look
about
like
baseball?
He doesn't look like he could put 2 sentences together, to be honest.
He's not that hot.
He's a I think he's good looking.
We have such different taste in men.
I think he's good looking.
He's okay.
A lot of baseball players are ugly. So I think for a baseball player, he's a smoke show.
Okay, a lot of baseball players are hot though.
No.
Yeah.
No, who's hot that's a baseball player? Who?
I don't know their names.
Yeah, you don't know their names. They're not that hot.
I would know their names.
Who's
if they're
hot? Soccer players are hot. I don't know their names, but soccer players are hot. Yeah, soccer players are, I guess. Baseball players are not good looking.
Some of them
Football
are.
players are hot.
Okay, I'm gonna say baseball is the most wide range of hotness in sports. Where there's
Goes
like,
from Babe Ruth to Derek Jeter.
It goes from Winnie the Pooh all the way up to whoever the nameless hot person is that I once watched on TV. I've watched baseball
Okay, wait,
and
you're
been
right.
like, that guy's fucking hot. And I've also watched baseball and been like, why am my eyes being assaulted by this fat person?
Because you don't have to be that in shape to play baseball.
Do you not?
No, you don't.
But I thought it's running.
No, but it's not that much running. Like, you just have to be. What is it? What do you guys think? Well, ask the male producers, guys. What does it take to be a great baseball player? Is it strength, athleticism?
We're running.
You don't have to be that athletic.
I think you're not like the strongest or anything. You have to be a coordinated hand-eye coordination.
That's every
you
sport.
know.
Okay.
You're not like the most jacked or anything, but you have to be like generally pretty. There's good-looking guys. I think soccer is the most good-looking, but baseball's got
Hockey
some good-looking
players.
guys.
Holy
Hockey players,
shit.
those are tough
Hockey
dudes.
Hockey
players-
players are fucking
100%.
amazing looking. They're the hottest
and
people.
They are also the most toxic, which makes them so attractive.
Well, they can skate
and they can punch.
and they can skate.
They're very punchy. They're so intensely violent.
It's such a feminine sport, but they like look masculine on it.
I mean, it's figure skating with punching.
Yeah, that's just hot.
So fucking hot.
That's a thing for everybody.
I'm sliding off my seat.
What was I going to say? Babe Ruth hit the world record of home runs, and he ate hot dogs every night, had sex till like 4 a.m., was a drunk. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, guys? Babe Ruth set a world record for home runs, and he was not in shape.
He was a slob.
He was a freaking slob. You don't have to be that athletic to.
He was very overweight.
He was very
He's-
overweight. He
ate hot
drank
dogs, he drank
drank.
beer, he
You
was-
do not have to be in shape to be a good baseball player.
Listen, I feel for her, even though you know how like sloppy you have to be and be that hot and me to feel bad for you. She has something so special.
I mean, she could get away with it.
She can get away with it. She was. I know that the clip for some reason is unplayable.
Okay,
but,
so we can.
But she's like, she goes on and she's like, yeah, like actually been broken up for a while, and I didn't. Like, it didn't feel good to me. Like,
Yeah.
she goes, he would take selfies.
Oh my God,
With
no!
the two of us.
He said that. Play the clip. We don't know. We don't know because there's no clip. Wait, but I will say this. What makes that so great is that I go, okay, Alex, even you get hurt by fuckboys.
Yes.
It's not even the most beautiful girl in TikTok. This beautiful young perfect girl. Fuckboys fuck you over. Even.
And why is she so popular? It's like, look, every famous actress in Hollywood has also gotten fucked over by some rich douchebag, but they don't talk about it publicly. She talks about it. She shows us her zits, the food, and
her Accutane, her acne. Accutane. I was an Accutane. We're the same person.
We're literally the same as Alex Earle.
We're both from New Jersey. And I think this is a fun fact. Her stepmother is the prostitute that got Elliot Spitzer in trouble. Her stepmom is, what's her name? Audrey. Oh my God.
Leathers.
Yeah. She was.
Her stepmom is Sydney Leathers?
No. Who's the prostitute that brought down Elliot Spitzer?
Elliot?
Oh, no. Was it Elliot Spitzer? Hold on. Let's see. Alex Earle's.
Sydney Leathers. You're right. That was the one. Yeah.
Leathers. And
yeah,
she,
Sydney Leathers.
Wait, who's Alex Earle's stepmom?
Is that not her?
No, it's Ashley Dupree. Ashley Dupree.
Ashley Dupree.
Yes, she was. Oh, no, was it Elliot Spitzer or was it was the other senator? Ashley Dupree. I thought it was Elliot Spitzer.
Elliot Spitzer.
Okay, Ashley Dupree is the one that took Elliot Spitzer down, and she's married to Alex Earle's father, who's the richest construction management owner in New Jersey. So that's how she got her money.
She is a hustler.
She is a very interesting life.
Very interesting life. Yeah, she's
Her stepmom must be like, oh, like they must. Do you think they're like? I was the hot girl one.
They probably have a strong connection emotionally. It takes a hustle to know a hustle. It's just a different hustle.
True. It's a sex hustle. They're both like,
Well, because her stepmom, that's the millennial hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, take down a senator for being hot, marry rich.
Well, it wasn't intentional. It was like,
but she did it.
No. I think I don't forgot the story, but she didn't go out of her way to get him in trouble. It was like they went through his computer or something.
Oh, he was careless or something.
Yeah, she didn't go out. No, she was like a high-end prostitute that just.
Oh, it was during the investigation into an escort agency.
Yes.
The federal government became aware of Spitzer's involvement with prostitutes due to a wiretap.
Yes.
Oh, Can we take a moment for Ashley Dupree's impeccable game? She didn't even snitch, so she's the perfect hooker.
Yeah.
She didn't even take him down.
She's a good little hooker.
He self-owned.
Yeah.
So that means She's free. So whatever got, listen, it's like how you, they say how you keep them is how you get them is how you lose them,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if some girl has taken down a famous guy because she went out in public and snitched, that's not the girl you want. But if she fucked a famous hot guy, or he's not hot at all. If she fucked like a powerful man and that guy's self-owned, that's not her fault.
Right, but also she could get arrested. So why would she wouldn't go to the cops or say anything, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's a prostitute, so couldn't she get arrested for?
We're really throwing the word. She probably takes deep offense to the word prostitute.
No, she was a call girl. She was an escort. No,
Was she an escort?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm almost positive that was the issue.
Impeccable hustle.
Yeah, she was an escort, and
Like stepmother, like daughter. And I'm not calling Alix Earle a prostitute. I'm calling her successful.
for being beautiful. They both use their beauty to make money.
Well, this is the Gen Z millennial divide, right?
Right.
Millennials take down the rich and powerful by being hot. Okay, Exhibit A.
Yeah.
And Gen Z is hot and gross in public and gets a huge following. It's two different approaches, but the end game is the same.
Right.
Because Alix Earle, listen, she's going to get her heart broke, whatever. This was God removing someone from her life that didn't belong. She is too good for this guy.
Yeah.
Let's be real,
Yeah.
okay? This guy fumbled her.
Yeah, if you're listening, Alex,
We're on Team Alix 100%.
Yeah.
He
just wasn't that into her. I think at the end of the day, he wasn't that into her.
I think he wasn't good enough. But she's going to end up with someone. She's going to end up with a billionaire.
I love how it's like you think, like you probably, like if you break up with guys, are you like, oh, they broke up with me because I was like too good for them?
Yeah, 100%.
I think they broke up with me because like they weren't that into me. So I think
No.
it's like we both, like I think people like, it's so funny how people project
I have a
their
rule.
stuff, you know?
My rule in breakups is, so in life, I take everything as a compliment. Like whether people could be like, fuck you, you're ugly. And I'd be like, you just think I'm so hot.
Yeah. He loves me.
He loves me so much. He can't bear to be with me.
Yeah.
That's been every breakup.
Well, you know what? Those are toxic relationships. And speaking of toxic relationships,
Oh my God.
TikTok has been filled with videos obsessed analyzing Carrie and Mr. Big.
This is a throwback. So they keep bringing the show back.
Should we play the clip first?
Yeah, let's play the clip. You got this one, Andrew.
It's the Carrie and Mr. Big post analysis.
It's called Carrie and Mr. Big. Let's go, team. This is a time when we can adjust our breaths.
Yeah. So basically, me and Jorge are linking up for the first time. So I'm sending him this link right now to Mr. Big. So I'm stalling right now.
Okay. So
in the process of sending it over.
You're sending it to him? Oh, this is not the seamless process that we thought it was going to be. It's okay. This is episode 1.
yes, we'll get
This
it
is
together too.
It's his first time doing this, so gotta take it easy on him.
They turned on each other so fast.
You guys should fight each other. At the end of this
I'll kiss
episode,
him.
you guys fight. Yeah, kiss. Okay, so essentially, the internet is like, look at all these all these couples that were popular in the 90s in your favorite movies. Actually, the relationship is not idealistic. It's super toxic.
And actually, your life has been low-key ruined by having that exact relationship over and over in your life.
yeah, we're like, this is normal. If a guy likes you, he ignores you. That's so normal. If a guy likes you, he's inconsistent.
That was every show that we watched.
I know.
Remember Friends?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Ross and Rachel were a super toxic relationship.
Super toxic. First of all, they buried the lead, okay? When they were like, we're on a break. Da, 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 da. Okay, they were on a break. He was allowed to fuck somebody. I don't really see the
Yeah.
problem. The problem was the whole rest of their relationship where he was constantly putting her down.
Constantly
He was like,
putting her
You're a
down."
dumb, stupid bitch who works at Bloomingdale's, okay? And
Jennifer Aniston.
I do dinosaurs for a living.
Right.
I'm a dinosaurologist.
Right. Yeah. He was like right.
Paleontologist.
That's right. Yeah. It was so toxic. Oh, we have the clip. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. But with volume, my loves.
Yeah, preferably.
My angels.
So, are they friends? Go ahead, friend. Tell me about the girl.
Unsure. Walk on eggshells here.
Well,
They're at a meal.
she's very sweet.
Okay, enough.
You-
Don't tell me about the girl. No can do. Maybe we should make a pact. We don't talk about our relationships until they get really serious or something.
Watch your reaction here.
Toxic.
Tell me
Toxic.
you've been there before.
Carrie,
No, I haven't. I haven't been there before.
Hard truth.
Dagger.
we're engaged.
Oh. Watch her.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
But watch her reaction.
Oh, I just got a splitting headache.
Oh, honey.
I didn't know how to tell you it. And when you called for lunch,
Engaged?
Intensity
How
builds.
can you be engaged? You have a problem with commitment, remember?
All of a sudden.
That's hot to us.
You told me you never wanted to get married again, ever.
Because he wasn't that into you.
Well, things change.
Meaning what? You just didn't want to marry me.
Yeah, yeah.
Say her name to me. Don't you
The
dare.
truth.
Don't say her name.
To me. You string me along for 2 years and then you marry some 25-year-old girl after only 5 months?
I did not string
Okay,
you
yeah,
along.
right, fine. That's right. You didn't string me along. You know what? I have to go. I have a headache.
Oh, baby girl.
Or don't help me. Don't
All right.
you help me.
Ooh, big scene.
Carrie, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
What? What is it?
Don't end it like this.
So you don't want to end it like this. I was trying to be friendly. So, you know what? This seems like a much better way to end things. So go. Be engaged. Get married to, Nijinsky or whatever her name is. Have a nice life. Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Okay, all right. That's good.
That's good.
Thanks,
We got
guys.
it. We got it. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, that has been all my relationships.
Yeah, and I mean, there were signs, Carrie, he wasn't that into you. I mean, remember when he moved to Paris? And she's like, okay, you're moving to Paris. Okay, we'll do this. He's like, yeah, if you want. Like, there were signs that he just wasn't that into you.
He could have given two shits. That was the show. The show was, hey, I'm dating this guy who doesn't care what I want at all.
Right, but he's calling me his boy. He's calling me, we're saying we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
He doesn't even have a name.
Yeah.
I call him Mr. Big.
Right.
To this day, I don't know what that guy's name is.
No, it's John.
Is
It
it
was
Steve?
John. It was
Oh,
John.
Okay, but that was the big reveal.
Yeah, that was the big reveal.
Okay,
right.
but that's ass backwards.
Right.
Okay, you're supposed to know the guy's name before you marry him.
She knew. I forgot why she never said the name, but she knew his name. She just, that is good because it's like that is a good point because it's like, oh, this is how avoidant the relationship was.
But that also has. I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but almost all my not this one, he's the best, but almost all my relationships have been me anxiously wanting someone who ignores me.
Right.
And I thought that was hot.
It's because that's every rom-com in the 1990s.
That was a high and a low
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
And I thought that was love.
Right.
It was, he chases me and then somehow, in some way,
I'll tell you what it is.
Now I'm chasing him.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's pre-cum and post-cum. Pre-sex, girls have all the power and they're obsessed with you.
Yep.
And oh my God, you're Jewish. Okay, we'll raise the kids Jewish. Oh, you're a comedian. That's amazing.
I had a guy said that. He said, I'll convert for you.
Yeah, Oh, you want to raise the kids? Yeah. I'll convert for you. I'll take blood out of my penis. That's what part of the conversion, by the way. Anyway, so pre-cum is.
Let's just gloss over that part.
No, it is. If you, because I looked into with my ex-boyfriend. This was well, we had sex already, but this is when he was like still obsessed with me. He was like, I want to. He was going to convert. We called a rabbi, and the rabbi says that you need to take blood from the shaft of the penis.
Is that true? Even if he's circumcised?
Yeah, it's like a ceremonial thing. It was
Oh my
conservative. It was
God.
also conservative. Judaism, and that's when I really wish I didn't tell him that because that's when we went downhill. But anyway,
we didn't love the blood from the penis part.
He's like, I'm not doing that. He's like, I love you, but I'm not taking blood from the shaft of my penis.
But you're like, it was your idea. You're obsessed with me.
Yeah, well, that went far south, but literally.
But it doesn't. The point is, like, it doesn't. Women can't chase.
They can't.
I know it's this whole thing. Ask him to marry you. Make the first move.
No,
Give him your
no.
number. Women
never
can't
works.
chase. It never works.
But to your point is that we don't chase, and guys come to us. Okay, before you have sex, they're obsessed with you. They want to be your boyfriend. They want to like convert to Judaism. They want to. They oh my God, you're a comedian. That's awesome. Then post sex, post sex, they're like, I'm a Catholic. It's not gonna work. Or like it's like it's like, oh, you're gonna do a show for 2 people in Williamsburg, like. It's like right. So that's to your point. It's like they chase and then they pull away.
But that's our generation doing that.
I know.
Our parents' generation didn't. Our mothers didn't chase.
No.
Our dads.
No, they didn't. But also, our dads weren't like fuckboys like they are today.
No, but also their TV wasn't that. Their TV was you date. First of all, you date to marry.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's like if you bring it up, if you're like, yeah, I would actually like, eventually want to like marry someone. That's like people will like flee. Okay. But back then you dated to marry,
right.
and you were a good woman.
Yeah.
Who waited for a man to pick you.
Right.
And now it's called a pick me, but actually you have to wait to be picked.
Yeah.
It's the only way that relationships
That's
work.
right. That's
he
right.
has to pick you.
I know. A guy has to like you a little more. even my mom says that. And
He
my
has
mom
to
is like,
be obsessed with you.
He's be obsessed with you
more than you are with him.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. I mean, you should like him. Don't like confuse like, oh, because I've been in relationships where I'm like, well, he likes me more, but I don't like him at all. I mean, he has a good. It was always like, oh, he has a good job and he's nice and he's good looking. So I stayed in the relationship.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like them at all. I just thought it was normal that I thought, oh, he really likes me. I should stay in this.
But now it's so un-PC. It's like, you can't say that. Like, I'm going to be the best version of a woman that I can be, and a man's going to come into my life. Now
Right.
you're not allowed to say that. But you know what? Our parents were right.
Yeah.
They were right. That's how biology works.
Yeah.
The men have to come chase you and feel like they hunted you.
And they got you.
And they got you.
Which is actually, if you think about it, it makes it easier for a woman.
Yeah.
Just sit there, be as, attractive as you can.
Yep.
And you'll get the guy.
If
And
you chase, you are inviting people who don't belong into your life
that's
into
right.
your life.
Right.
And when a man finds you, I'll just say it, and you can call me anti-feminist or whatever, but when the right man finds you, then he feels like he's got you, and that relationship actually stands a chance.
Feminism is just men and women should be treated equally and with equal respect, and feminism is about choice. So if you're choosing to be the more submissive, the more come to me, that's feminism. So I don't know why, I don't know who
Feminists don't think that. Feminists don't think that.
I call it faux feminism because true feminism is about choice. If I want to have 4 kids and a husband and run a family, then that's my choice.
Yep. So there's this chick online, and is this on the thing? There's this chick online, okay? Yeah. And she is she's a super conservative woman.
Yeah.
Okay. And she goes on and she went online and she talks about how her thing is being a wife. And she gets so much shit.
Ugh.
Let's play the clip.
Ugh.
If we can make that happen. It's the third clip.
Here you go. Do this to clear.
Oh, maybe it's an ad. We're getting there. But yeah, this shit gets so much shit from quote unquote feminists. If you're giving a woman shit for choosing to stay home with her husband,
Okay, Alix,
you're not a real one.
show me your ring. Oh, here. Now tell me what you do for a living.
Look at that big ass ring.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine and also shocking, submissive. So that was the secret.
Dirty.
What are your tips to women that want to be a housewife?
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You
Yes,
can't get
thank
it in
you.
public or private
Thank
sector.
you.
You need a man to hire you for it, but that's okay. Because if you think about it, you submit to your boss who makes you clean stupid shelves at your retail job, right?
Or whatever.
Like, wouldn't it be better if you were cleaning your own shelves at home? You know what I mean? And your boss wants to sleep with you in a good way. In a good way.
And where do you meet these men?
Well, I think women should work for the men that they want to pursue. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really easy. So if you think about it, like you want a lawyer, right? So then you should be a paralegal, or if you want a dentist.
I don't know if I
you should
agree
be
with
a
that.
dental hygienist.
I don't agree with that.
But these are considered, I guess, high value status professions.
Amazing
So
advice.
I think that's a really good model that not enough women utilize, because women will bully the woman who is the secretary that marries the doctor, okay? But who has the last laugh? Like her in her McMansion with her husband who's hot and the baby. Like
Right.
that's who has the last laugh.
Well, okay. All right. So
Boom. So that was the video.
All right, yeah, so that's it.
Okay, so a few thoughts. I mean, if your choice is to do that, that's beautiful. Power to you, girl. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, what happens when you divorce and you don't have a career? That's the only caveat.
But that's
I will
what
say.
that's what a prenup is for.
Right. Okay. Right. We'll
That's
get the
what
prenup.
so you sign a paper that
Yeah.
says, if I'm with you for a certain amount of time, or if we get married and it doesn't work out, and I'm committed to
Right.
being at home with you, then I get some money out of it if it doesn't work
Okay.
out. Because I need protection. And by the way, that's the whole point of the ring. You know, like an engagement ring is like, yeah, it's a Hallmark Valentine's Day tradition, but it also traditionally is like kind of like a, you know, if this doesn't work out, I can sell this thing.
Right. My
And
down payment.
And I might be okay.
Right. No, see, no shade to her. If that's her choice and that's how she wants to live her life, power to her, and it works out and she's happy. For me, I think it's important to have your own career and to make your own money, because then you have the power. If you are in a relationship where someone else makes money for you, it's all his decisions.
It is.
You don't get to leave. You don't get to, you don't have the say. And if you're cool with that, power to you. I'm saying for me, I would not be okay with that. I need to make my own money.
So shout out to her. She's on YouTube and she has a channel called The Femme Sapien, and her name is Alix something. And I actually watched a video of hers today.
Yeah.
It was like a teaser video. I guess she's doing some like kind of TV thing or whatever. And she's like, I married this guy and I'm a housewife and that's okay. And it is.
Of course it's okay. And it
But
should
the
be celebrated.
Her husband is much older than her too. So that's like her plot twist is like she went full trad wife.
Good for her. If that's she's happy. That's cool.
But is that not feminism? Like,
of course it's feminism.
It's not just boss bitch. Why can't feminism be I'm a CEO, or I stay home and get the home in order because it's part of being a team, and I suck my husband's dick because then I can have a great life.
Well, this is the problem with feminism 1.0, 2.0, okay? That we were kind of bullied into being in male-dominated industries, and if we didn't pursue male-dominated industries, any work we did was shit.
So funny because we're both comedians in an extremely male-dominated industry.
Yeah, I've historically only worked in male-dominated industries, but I will say, there was this like pressure growing up as a millennial woman to be like, oh, you just want to be a teacher? Oh, you just want to be a secretary? Oh,
right.
What is this just? And to her point, society does not value women's work. They don't value housewives. They build families. They're building the future.
You just said it. Work. It's still work.
Yeah. So for her, if she's happy and she's good with, like, I'm not judging her. Good power to you, girl. Be a housewife. That's work. Maintaining any houses, but it's not. But for me, I need to make my own money. That's my choice.
That's your choice. But also, look, I'm gonna as I get older and have more relationships, and see how this shit works. I realize that part of being in a relationship is the balance of, yes, I also need to have my own money because if I don't, I'm codependent and miserable.
That's right, yeah.
But there is an element of being in a relationship where, as the woman, I have a submissive femininity in the home. With my man.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. It's not the same as being submissive. People go, oh, you're submissive. You can't hold down a job. No. When I go to work, when I'm working on stage, I'm not submissive to the crowd.
Right.
That's fucking unhinged.
Right.
Okay. But at home, if my man needs something from me, okay, then I'm here for it.
Yeah.
It's part of the deal.
Yeah.
And part of the deal also is he looks out for me when we're walking down the street together. Okay. And he walks on the other side of the street so I don't get dirty and harassed by the homeless.
Yeah.
That's part of the agreement. That's part of it. And it's sexy to me.
Right. Well, then that's still your choice.
Yeah.
I think feminine energy attracts masculine energy and vice versa. So if you are a more feminine woman, it's true. If you want a more masculine man, you have to be a feminine woman.
You have to.
Because it's the balance.
Yep.
If you are a more masculine woman, you're going to attract a more feminine man. Sorry, and it's the way it works.
And don't be sitting here. Women get so judgy.
Yeah.
My boss bitch life is better than this chick who's at home.
It's so disgusting.
Suffering at home. Here's the thing. Are you a boss bitch? Or are you middle management?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We're not all over here being CEOs, are
no,
we?
you're not. You're like the VP under a director. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Right? And are you happy? Is that really making you happy?
If it is, that's cool. That's the point of feminism. Feminism is about choice, and you get to choose. You don't have to be a nurse. You don't have to be a CEO. You could be...
Dictionary definition feminism is about that. Political feminism is not about that.
Okay, well,
political feminism is you're not allowed, is you saying, I want to be a housewife. I want to have a traditional submissive role. That makes me happy and fulfilled. They say you're bad for women. That's why people who actually live a feminist life say, well, I don't call myself a feminist.
Yeah, I've heard people say that, and I go, it literally just means men and women are equal. That's literally what it means.
Yep.
Do you think men and women should be equal? Yeah. Okay, then you're a feminist.
But and that equal doesn't have to mean exactly the same.
It means you should respect me. Okay, I'm the housewife and I do the laundry. And you're the CEO of you respect me regardless.
Right.
That's what feminism's about. Don't treat me like a second-class citizen.
Keeping a home is a business.
It's a lot of work, especially if you have a lot of kids. And...
A home's a business. You got to keep these kids in order. By the way, you think managing a team of adults is hard? Try managing a bunch of stupid, gross kids.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's hard work.
Yeah, and it's work.
And it's unpaid work.
It's unpaid work. Women's work is not valued in this country, or anywhere. Well, actually, no. In Korea, you could be a teacher and be a millionaire, but that's another podcast. But we don't value we don't value fields that have female dominated. That are female dominated.
Well, we encourage women to be masculine, and then we don't let men be feminine.
That is toxic.
And then we don't let men feel their feelings. We don't let them. I mean, yeah, like they can now, but you think those men are getting laid? The ones that are crying and in their feelings, they're not.
No, but you need to be in your healed masculine, where you find a healthy coping mechanism.
Yep.
Because men get sad, but they express it with anger, and if they don't go to therapy and they don't, they have to find a healthy coping mechanism that's come from a healed masculine place.
Well, there's a reason why men have disproportionate violence issues, suicide issues, why males are school shooters. You don't really see it from women.
Most homeless people
Why?
are men.
And why is that?
Because they're
not allowed to cry.
They're not to be vulnerable. And
they're not allowed to be vulnerable. They're not allowed to say, I want to stay
and
home.
I need help, and I need help, and I'm down in my luck, and I have a problem,
Right. Yeah. So, and honestly, yes, when we talk about toxic masculinity, it's always about how it's toxic for women. Toxic masculinity is toxic for men, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no real sympathy for men. Okay,
Yeah.
there's not sympathy for women who just want to be feminine women, and
Right.
there's no real sympathy for men, right? Why is a woman's love language can be I want presents and
Right.
I want to be told that I'm pretty, but a man's not allowed to say I just want to get off.
Yeah, that's my love language is coming. That's my love language.
It makes me feel loved.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I mean, growing up, there used to be these wallets that say girls rule, boys drool.
I remember.
And so that gets into your psyche. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, boys suck. Don't do things for men. Don't dress for men. It's like, well, when you're in a relationship, you should do things for your partner. A partnership is like this. It's like I think you should look beautiful for your partner. Cook them their favorite meal. Like, it should be 50-50. They should do great stuff for you, but
Yep. And they're like, patriarchy, male dominance, that's not the fault of the guy that you just met on Tinder. That's not that guy's fault.
Right.
Okay. That's like a cultural thing. Men don't get to emote. So when you're like, this guy doesn't, he's not in his feelings, it's because he literally has never been allowed to.
Right.
Okay. And if your dream also is to have like a soft and like safe relationship, maybe that hasn't felt safe for you either. The boss bitch always feels like, well, I have to I'm going to turn my man down for sex. I just don't feel like it. In my opinion, if you want to be in a happy relationship, you can't reject your partner for sex ever.
Well, I mean, if you're sick. I mean,
Yeah,
what if you're like deathly ill?
No, I get that. Of course.
Yeah.
Barring deathly illness or, you're really fucked up or whatever, except for that, of course, we're human. I don't think people should be sexually rejecting each other in relationships at all.
Yeah.
Because listen, life is hard. Life is rejection. Life is rejection. Dating's rejection. Finding jobs rejection. Comedy's rejection. Comedy is bombing and getting rejected and applying and whatever and high highs and lows. When you go home to your partner and he wants to have sex with you or you want to have sex with him, the answer should always be yes. That's how you stay happy. Everyone's love language is being accepted.
I think it depends on the relationship. Some people don't care about sex. Some men don't care about sex and some women do. I mean, personally, I agree with you. In my relationship, sex is important.
Yep.
And I agree that if sex is important for your partner, you should prioritize sex because that's important to them. But then they should prioritize. It should be equal where they say, well, what is important to you?
Yep.
But some relationships, they don't care. The man doesn't want to have sex.
But feminism says you don't have to do that. You don't have to be sexually available because you're a boss bitch. Why can't it be both?
Well, I mean, I guess they're saying like choice. Like, okay, be in the relationship that you want to be in.
Yep.
Why do we have to fit into traditional, like there was traditional archetypes of roles women played back in the 50s. And it was like, you can only be a secretary and a nurse and a teacher. And then feminism came along and it's like, we want to be in male-dominated industries. So then they bullied the next generation to be like, you better be in male-dominated industries. We gotta get these boys.
Do more math.
And it's like, bro, I don't like math. I don't like STEM, whatever. And so then we felt guilty about being housewives and we felt guilty about being teachers and nurses in any female-dominated. But if you like that and whatever you got to find your fulfillment, ladies. What fulfills you, what makes you happy. If being a trad wife makes you happy,
well, you know what,
fucking power to you, girl.
You know what's interesting about the clip that we just watched? Also, the woman holding the camera is a woman called Pearl Davis, and she's online. She's got a show called Just Pearly Things. She's got her own kind of thing going on. She's like very red pill, but her thing is that women are too masculine, right? She goes like all the way the other side, right? That women are too masculine. She goes, you've got to, if you have had sex and you have any kind of body count, that makes you unappealing to men, right? She goes the other way. And that there's a place between them.
That's right. That's not feminism either, because that's like telling me.
Well, she doesn't claim to be a feminist.
Right. Well, yeah, that's right. But you're telling me, don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown woman, and I'm going to find out what's good for me in my relationships. I agree with her a lot. I agree with her on this. I don't think there's enough empathy for men in this society. I think, it's always like, it's like, oh, if there's like she says, if there's a divorce, you always say, well, he was probably an asshole, but you never look at maybe the wife had to contribute to it, So I agree with her that there's not enough empathy for men, and this society is toxic for men, that they can't emote and feel things, and
100%. And Pearl's for another episode too, because we should talk about her. She's actually like such an interesting weirdo.
Yeah, I agree with a lot. And by the way, in my relationships, which she says I do agree with, and I like a more masculine man, and I like being more submissive, and I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that. Like, have sex with your partner. It's important, and
it's important to me. It's important to him.
It's important to him, the point is the relationship should be about choice, and the relationship should be about what's equal, trying to make each other happy.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be the same happy. It doesn't have to be the same effort.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, it just my boyfriend doesn't really give a shit if I buy him gifts. He doesn't give a fuck. He could care less about. He's got all the shirts that he wants. He's like, whatever. I don't need that from you, But I like it when he takes me out, so that makes me feel good, right? And he likes it when I come home and I initiate. So I do that because it makes him feel good.
Yeah, and that's great. But if you went on the internet and you're like, this is how you make a man happy, it's like, dude, you're not in my relationship. You don't know my man.
Back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up. Like, But I think those are good tips, and. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so we have one more thing.
Okay.
So it's not, can you just pull up the website? So it's not a video, it's an article. It is so wrong. It's so incorrect.
It's bad.
Yeah, well, they're just incorrect, okay? Yeah. So the article is about, if you just pull it up and put it on the screen, so it goes, non-consensual deepfake porn is an emergency that's ruining lives.
It's an emergency.
It's an emergency that's ruining lives. This is what I want to ask to you, and this is what I want people to leave comments on. Tell us what you think. Is deepfake the worst thing to ever happen to people? Or is it the best get out of jail free card that's ever existed? This is the example that they give is the Pope. Someone deepfaked the Pope wearing a puffy coat, looking fucking cool. And people believed it, and people lost their shit, and they're like, oh my God, it's a Pope wearing a puffy coat. Do you think that his life was ruined because he was in a puffy coat?
No, but I mean, there's deep fakes with like Emma Watson in a porn, and she's like, people are contacting her saying, I've seen you naked.
Well, she's a famous person, okay? So okay. But if someone deep faked me,
like in a porn?
Yeah, if someone deep faked me in a porn, it would be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Why would that be the best thing that happened to you?
I was going to this podcast. I would cry. I would say, I've never felt so violated in my life. I would be on the news.
Oh, so you'd capitalize on it.
I'd capitalize on it.
That's so Kardashian of you. I love it.
It's so Kar Jenner.
It's so Kar Jenner, yeah.
And by the way, you could actually make porn and then just go, oh, no, that was
a
deep fake.
Yeah. Oh, my.
That wasn't me.
Your job. Okay, so like.
Start an OnlyFans.
Okay, but at your job, so that your job finds out you're in your porn, and then you get, HR is like, hey, we saw you in a porn, and you're like, oh, it's a deep fake.
Deep fake.
Is there no way to know if it's a deep fake? Like, could they do investigations?
They go, in the article, it's not a laughing matter. Is it not?
Well,
is it not a laughing matter?
I mean, you know what? You should.
I think it's a laughing matter.
These people are not business savvy. That's why they're not laughing.
Yes.
If they were more business savvy like you and me, they'd be like, no, actually, let's freaking capitalize on this shit.
Listen, when it was the pandemic, everything was 2020's fault, right? Yeah. Everything was the pandemic's fault. And now, pandemic's over, whatever. Now everything is deepfake's fault. You can do whatever you want. If someone has a picture of you doing a line of coke on an Olive Garden table, deep fake.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
If someone sees you sucking somebody off in public in a phone booth, deep fake.
Right.
Everything's a deep fake. You can do whatever you want. I don't know. I don't see the problem. I read the thing and it said, there's this Twitch streamer. Okay, and her name is QT Cinderella. Now, did I know who QT Cinderella was before this article? No. But now the whole world knows who QT Cinderella is because she was in a deepfake, and now she's in an article about deepfake. It's the best thing that ever happened to her. She's a streamer, okay? So I'm just saying, all you have to do if someone makes a deepfake is go, deepfake.
That's right. Well, but can you know, like, is there like, I don't know, tech people? I'm not saying it right.
Yeah, so there's certain programs that you can use to like analyze the data because like a picture uses certain things that a computer generated image would not. So you can like analyze it, but the point it's at the point to where it's getting better at faking the fake, you know?
Okay, so let's say this. Okay, I did a porno because whatever I wanted to, and then
I'm a feminist.
Because I'm a feminist and it's my choice. Okay, HR. Anyway, so HR calls me in. They're like, "Hey, Amanda, like we got sent this video of you in a porn," and you're like, "Yeah, I love that money shot, right?" No, but then I'm like, "Oh, it was a deep fake. Could they then do due diligence and be like, no, we actually found that's not correct, that you actually produced this porno? Tell me, yes or no?
Yeah, there's like programs that you can run images through.
Okay.
No, I disagree. I think it's justified. You can deny anything and say yes.
There's a producer war happening.
Yeah, no. I think you can say no. This is definitely deep fake. This is not
Would
me.
HR know? Would HR know?
Hell no.
Okay,
That's
so,
advanced. That's like
right.
NASA technology.
Porn producers. Let's
hot,
go.
Hot take on the Audacity. Deepfake is the best thing that could possibly happen.
Everything. It's new. I drank too much last night. It's like, oh, it was the alcohol. Sorry, I was drunk.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Sorry. Oops, I'm a millionaire for my pussy. Oops. I hate when that
My
happens.
bad.
I hate when that happens. Yeah. Could you do deepfake? Yeah, you could do deepfake OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can do whatever that. You can do, Amanda. You can do OnlyFans.
Oh my God! Wait! So then some guy could literally start an OnlyFans, use you.
Okay, so that's
and make money. Well,
okay,
that is not a laughing matter because he's making money off of your face.
Okay, well, so people do make money. All right, it might still be laughing, but
I wouldn't laugh at that.
There's guys who make money. They're so good at doing deepfakes that they do these custom deepfakes. You know how you can do a cameo and have like a famous person wish you a happy birthday or whatever? So you can hire someone to make a deepfake of like a girl that you like. So they could be like, I have a crush on this comedian named Amanda and I really want to see her, bukkake style.
Yeah.
And someone could make a deepfake for that person, just like a special video just for them, charge a ton of money. And now there's a video out there.
And I get
of
no
you.
money?
Yeah, you get no money.
That's bullshit. See, I'm such a Jew. I'm like,
okay, so that's where the laughter stops.
That's where the laughter stops. Because why am I not getting a piece of that? That's fucked up.
No, 100%.
And then HR will call me in and be like, Amanda, what is this bukkake?
And why are you not getting paid, girl?
Yeah, can you believe it?
All
Cindy
right.
from HR.
Well, we want to hear your comments. Please tell us what you think about all of this stuff. Are you a feminist? Are you not a feminist? Do you think men should cry? Do you think women should be at home?
Do you think that, and do you think that men don't have enough empathy? People are not empathetic toward men.
I think
and the
they're
plight
not.
of men, and they're not.
And
that's the answer. The answer is no. So anything besides that, you're wrong.
And that has been our first episode of The Audacity. Yay!
Okay.
I think everybody did a good job.
Call us old in the comments. Okay, bye.
Yep, and you can get us online. Karen Margolis, Keren Margolis on everything. And you are?
The Amanda Gale. Comment that you think I look old, and I don't know.
And subscribe,
rate, and review us. Yay!
And we'll see you guys next week.
You're listening to
The Audacity.